Elon Musk wasting no time making changes at Twitter, reportedly working and tweeting into the weekend to review everything from Twitter's code to its advertising. The recent staff trimmings done for cause could present the company with another firestorm. Joining us now with insight, Rich Greenfield, partner and media and technology analyst at Lightshed Partners. Rich, thanks so much for joining us. Let's start with some of what happened over the weekend on Twitter, and The Verge saying that Twitter is going to charge $20 a month for verification. What do you make of that?
Look, I think that there's a lot of power users of Twitter that would clearly pay businesses, a lot of creators that use this as a business and use Twitter. I mean, you see a lot of influencers on social media. Twitter is where they speak to their fans. And so is there a large group of people that use Twitter, from a business aspect and would absolutely pay? Every brand in America or every brand around the world looks to see what people are saying about their brand. I don't care whether you're Delta Airlines or you're HBO, you're listening to what Twitter is saying. And so are there lots of organizations and people that would pay for Twitter as part of a sort of a premium product or premium tier with analytics and information, including a blue check mark? Absolutely. We've been talking about a subscription business for years. Obviously, they rolled out Twitter Blue last year or over the last 12 months, which is certainly a step in the right direction. But I definitely think that there's a bigger opportunity. TweetDeck is something that's never been monetized. There's a lot of parts of Twitter that sort of are begging for better monetization than just purely being advertising supported. So I like the idea, whether the price point is right, whether the actual product that he's envisioning is the right ultimate product. I don't know. He's only been there a few days. But I do think that a subscription business makes a lot of sense to tack on to Twitter.
What about on the advertising side? Because Elon Musk had tweeted out a letter to advertisers. Do you see changes there?
You think about what Sheryl Sandberg did at Facebook, now called Meta. But if you think about sort of Sheryl's legacy at Facebook, I really think it's what she was able to accomplish at Instagram, where she effectively was able to turn advertising into content. I think when you were scrolling through, this is sort of before Reels, but if you just scrolled through your Instagram feed, so much of the content was so well targeted that the advertising often felt like content itself. And that's really the holy grail for marketers, right? Like you advertise because you want people to actually love what they're seeing, not to disrupt and torture them. I think so much of TV advertising is torturous. I think Facebook did it right and really figured out a better way to advertise. And so I think if you read Elon's letter, his goal or his aspiration for Twitter advertising is for it to feel very native to the platform, where it's not disruptive or interruptive of the experience, and you actually like the advertising that you're seeing. So I think that would be great. Again, whether he can achieve it, it's very early days. I've seen a lot of not so great crypto ads and sports betting ads over the course of the last year on Twitter. So he's got a long way to go, but I love the vision.
It's very early days, but there is a lot of watchers out there on what Elon Musk will do with the staff at Twitter. And we have seen headlines about the team that's building that $20 a month verification, that they have to have that code by November 7th. Otherwise, they'd be fired. There's quite a bit of headlines and comments about Elon Musk kind of being almost tough, a very tough boss as he's coming into the company. What do you make of this? What are the challenges that he will be facing when it comes to any cuts at Twitter?
The beauty of a private company is that you don't report to shareholders. Like, you don't have public shareholders anymore to deal with. You have one shareholder in Elon Musk. And so the ability to do things, to do hard things, potentially firing people, potentially changing the direction of the company in terms of what products are focused on or not. This is the opportunity. I mean, I think there's a lot of companies that would love sort of to be private and to do sort of the hard lifting or the heavy lifting that is very difficult when you're trying to meet quarterly earnings estimates, when you're trying to meet Wall Street expectations. Going private and having the ability to sort of really invest in, and theoretically, just given the history of Elon Musk, he should have access to some of the world's greatest engineering talent to bring into Twitter. So there's tremendous opportunity ahead. Again, whether he screws it up, whether it works, I have no insight. I'm obviously not on the inside, so I have no idea. But I do think that there's a big opportunity to do things that Twitter hasn't been able to do as a public company.
But do you think that the microscope is very much more so on Elon Musk more than ever? Because every tweet that he even replies to media reports. He had tweeted out a headline about a conspiracy theory about Nancy Pelosi's husband and the intrusion there at their home. Then he erased that headline. There's so much focus on everything that Elon Musk is tweeting right now more than ever.
I'd say, one of the things Twitter has been criticized for is having a CEO that didn't really use the product. And, certainly that was or chairman of the board who didn't use the product, or board of directors. Like, now you've got a CEO, similar to when Jack Dorsey was running Twitter. You have a really visible CEO who loves the product, uses the product aggressively. He's clearly made some early mistakes. There's no doubt about it. Hopefully those become smaller in number as they go forward. But he loves the product and he loves using the product. And, even his following, look at his following versus Jack Dorsey. He is dwarfed. And so, again, I think the thing that sort of gets lost in a lot of the press coverage of Twitter is a pretty small product. Only 240 plus million people use Twitter on a daily basis. There's billions of people, multiple billions of people that use Facebook and Instagram every single day. There's more people using Snapchat every day than Twitter. Twitter's a relatively small product. And I think the aspiration is always to be something that could be the world's town hall. You're not achieving that with 240 million odd users. You need billions of users. And so can somebody who has a massive following help drive greater adoption of Twitter? That's certainly the hope. And so I clearly think, or clearly believe, he's going to use his megaphone that he now has to draw attention to the platform and to get far more people engaged with Twitter than ever before.
And attention he is drawing, with Elon Musk having 112 million followers. Rich Greenfield, thank you so much for joining us, partner and media and technology analyst at Lightshed Partners. Thank you.